I'm Thomas McGuire, and I've been a student here at Getchell for, well, I guess since the start of the year. I transferred over from MP just because I thought it was a better environment. I like it better here, and I don't know, I just like it. This all started when I was around 13, and I just wanted to make money somehow to start my business venture, and that started with mowing lawns, and then that slowly crept into shoes, and then after a long time of doing shoes, I'm now doing car or automotive detailing. I started mowing lawns just because I saw that was the easiest way to make money quickly, and it was something that I knew how to do. It was simple, and I could make a decent amount of money in a short amount of time. When I first started mowing lawns, I was only doing it for about 20-50 bucks a lawn, kind of anywhere between there. And I was just taking away the clippings, weed whacking, really doing whatever I could just to do the best job to make the most money. And eventually that turned into about $900 to $1,000, and then I took that money and invested it into shoes. I chose to buy and sell shoes because it was a luxury that my parents and grandparents could never afford me, so I decided to take my own liberty, and it was something that I really wanted. So I was very driven, and I was very passionate about shoes. And so I took that around $1,000 I invested it in a couple of pairs of shoes. I actually started doing shoes by cleaning them first. Very popular shoe, the Jordan 11s and Jordan 5s, they get this really nasty yellow on the bottom of them, and people would pay me a good amount of money to clean them. I started off with my cousin actually helping me by giving me his dirty shoes that I then cleaned, which he had some very expensive ones. So when people saw that, I think they really thought that I could do a good job, so they started giving me their shoes to clean, and my most popular ones were Jordan 11s. The most lucrative shoe deal I did was I traded a few pairs of shoes that I had for a collection of different shoes that were worth a lot of money, those being the Travis Scott Jordan 1s and the Jordan 1 Court Purples, as well as a couple of others. It also wasn't as easy as it sounds. It took a long time to move a shoe of that scale. What I mean when I say I flip a shoe is just I'm taking the shoe that I bought for a certain price, and then I'm selling it for profit. So whether that be anywhere from $10, that was probably the least amount of money I made, all the way up to doubling my money, which I did a few times, fortunately. I started detailing cars after I sold shoes, which I was actually doing both at the same time for a certain amount of time. And then when I got my car, it started to get nice out, and the same cousin who originally brought me shoes to clean at first, he wanted me to do his car because he noticed that I was doing mine. So slowly he brought his friends to me, and then his friends knew a lot of people, and that just slowly started into, you know, a business, and it was something that I really found that I like doing. There's been a couple of cool cars that I've done so far. My favorite has to be my dream car, which is an F80 M4. That was definitely a cool one. It was pretty surreal to get inside and like start up my dream car. My details start off anywhere from 60 bucks. That just includes the most basic of the basic inside, and then it can range anywhere from that to anywhere I've charged up to 300 bucks just for certain things. I haven't really done that many extensive details to where they've taken me that long. I think the most I ever spent on one was 2 days. Really where I make my most money is in the between, so around 200 bucks a car is where I do everything inside and out. I give it a good wax, and then I just clean everything, make it look good, and send it out. Some of the things that I really like about owning my own business is that I get to keep my own schedule, I get to work when I want, and I just love what I do. I've gotten to meet a lot of cool people, I've gotten to be around a lot of cool cars, and I've met a lot of people with cool cars because of that. Having your own business it sounds fun and all. A lot of people just hear the money and they're like, oh, I'm in, but what you don't realize, what you don't see is all the hard work that I put in, all the late nights and the early mornings, and just all of the blood, sweat, and tears that I put into it. I put all of my money into it. I've sacrificed a lot for it. I've sacrificed hanging out with my friends. I've sacrificed hanging out with my family. I've sacrificed a lot for this, but it makes me happy, and it gets me closer to the American dream and the pursuit of happiness, and that's my end goal in life, is to just be happy. I'm Thomas McGuire, and I'm an entrepreneur.
Okay, killer.